Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Actual Play UK, where tonight we're playing part 2 of our Shiver game. Ooh. It is, of course, Halloween, the scariest day of the year, apart from tax return deadline day.
April, man.
No, January. January is tax return deadline.
Oh, I know.
Do your taxes, John. Do them now.
No, it's the... Oh, don't worry. Oh, no. Other things. I'm not going to say anything because it will be too much information. Sorry.
And the award for fastest derail goes to...
Thank you.
I think it was me, actually. I mentioned tax returns. I'm Josh. I'm going to be a director today for this part 2 of our Shiver game. If you missed part 1, why?
Go back and watch that.
But you can go back and watch it.
It'll be on YouTube soon as well.
Yeah.
It'll be on YouTube. So you can go to your favorite YouTube ripper, download it, put it in your home media system.
Watch it on your very large screen.
Watch it on your very large screen. Tell all your friends.
Have a party.
Have a party.
Yeah.
Have a watch party.
Oh my
Shiver
God,
party.
yeah.
Have a shiver party.
With us.
Where are you for your watch party today? You know,
Yeah.
is it you and your friends in the front room with this up? You've got the pumpkins out the side. Trick or treaters coming by. Every time they knock on the door, you say, "Go away! We're watching Shiver."
Or maybe invite them in to join the party.
Maybe invite
Yeah,
them.
let those children into your
house. What you should do is get them to find the stream on their own phones. To increase the watch numbers.
Yeah,
Let
that's
them
a good idea.
stay outside in the cold.
Get them to subscribe.
And tell them to follow and subscribe.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Notification bell, all that good stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff. Social media.
Steal that candy.
Done. Actual Play UK, that's us. I'm Josh, I'm the director of Shiver. Said that as well. I'm from a podcast called Dice and a Slice, the only D&D 5e podcast powered by Baked Goods. We will have just uploaded part 1 of our very own Halloween special, which serves as a prequel to this adventure. So there's a fun thing
I did
for
not
you.
know
So
this.
when you've finished watching this, go find Dice and Slice and listen to that prequel. It's great, I believe. I run it, so. But it's not just me. It's not just about me. It's about the wonderful, wonderful people we have here who have joined me once again, which is a wonderful indictment. And let's start with Zack. Hi, Zack.
Hello,
How you
I
doing?
am Zack, and you will know me from the show Realms of Peril and Glory. We play lots of really fun games, lots of indie games, full sound design, beautiful music. Go check us out; it's really, really good. And yeah, I'm here playing Angus Fletch, who is a little urchin, adult man. Of
Fully grown
18/19 years old, a fully grown little urchin,
An adult urchin.
who has had some sad times, I would say.
He has had some sad times. Love Angus. Hey, Zack.
Yeah.
You got a favourite, like, folk legend or folklore story?
Yeah, I clawed that question out of you before we went on the air, so I wouldn't be scrambling. So I have prepared an answer, which is I'm partial to a Sasquatch story.
Nice.
I like the ridiculous things that people come up with to justify the existence of Sasquatch. I think there was actually just one recently.
Yeah.
There was like a news blast, like, woman films Sasquatch from a train, and it's like, surely that's just a large man in weird clothes.
Just his dog.
Yeah, it's just a dog walking on hind legs. Yeah, that's my favorite.
And you like it because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, of course. That's the best bits, is when, like, you hear folklore and you think, God, someone had a lot of fun coming up with that, huh?
Excellent. Shall bear that in mind. We're going to get rid of the Sasquatch section.
Yes. Yeah.
Game. And while I'm doing that, what about John? Hi, John.
Hi.
Who are you playing?
I am John.
You are?
And
Good.
I am. And I am from the podcast Trolls of the Two Tunbridges, where we play the Tomb of Annihilation 5e campaign. But we also dabble into Delta Green, which you might even know about Actual Play UK, where we also do a bit of Delta Green with me running it. I'm also it's good stuff. But yeah, you might sometimes find me behind the screen here rather than being on camera. It's just they let me out once in a while. Tonight is the night, guys. Halloween.
Only on a full moon.
And I am playing Mr. Jeremy Carter, who is he's a bit of a gad about town, but he also has a bit of a spiritualist side about him.
Wonderful. Hey, John, you got a favourite folklore story?
I don't know necessarily about folklore as such. I suppose it could be by now, but I'm quite partial to a little bit of a kind of, it's almost like a conspiracy. It's called the Somerton Man. I don't know if you.
Yes,
it's incredible. It's a guy who was in Australia. I think it was in Adelaide.
Yeah, Adelaide, yeah.
Yeah. And it was just in the late 40s, and he was found dead on a beach. And no one knew who he was. And there's a whole... I mean, it's very intricate what happens, but essentially, all of the... They still have no idea who this guy was. They think he might have been a spy. There's a whole load of stuff in there that's tied to the Rubaiyat of Al-Khayyam, which is a book from an ancient poet and astronomer, where he had
like a bit of paper with a quote on it.
Yep, that's right. The very last words of the Rubaiyat of Al-Khayyam says "Tamam should," and what it actually means is the end. And he had this piece of paper in his pocket, and eventually they found this book that was just dumped into someone's car completely randomly with the same piece of paper like ripped out of it. There's a code of some description written in the back of the book, and as well as a phone number of a woman who denies ever even knowing who this person was. Seriously, check it out. It's super interesting.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So fun.
John, you can't bring something so interesting to the table. People will switch off.
I know. Cut the stream. I need to look at things.
Welcome to our Shiver game, based entirely on the contents of the Rubaiyat of Al-Khayyam.
It's hard left turn. A hard left turn.
I've been busy. Thank you, John. That is, yes, that's gotten me all primed for mysteries. Hey, Dan.
Hello.
Hey, Dan. How's it going? Who are you? Where are you from? Who are you playing?
So I'm Dan. I am the Dungeon Master for Tales on Tap, who are an actual live play D&D stream over on Twitch each week. And I am blessed to be here. I am playing Desmond, the opioid addict, mustache wax salesman.
Oh, yeah.
It's such a great elevator pitch for a character. Right? I just love it.
And much like John, Desmond is a bit of a conspiracy nut. Loves a bit of a conspiracy theory and doesn't like being kind of told what's what, you know?
Impossible to segue. Have you got a folklore story that you like?
You know what? I do, yeah. Moving swiftly on. You'll see Desmond very soon, and as soon as you do, you'll be like, yes, I totally get it. Yeah, cool. So I've got a couple. I like some of the more horrific folklore type stuff. So a couple for me are like Baba Yaga or like Bluebeard is another really, really fun one. Either of those two, they're really, really fun folklore because it's steeped in murder and stuff. And Baba Yaga, again, for those of you at home that like 5e, you know that there's a hut in a forest on chicken legs. You had me at chicken legs, right? Like
thinking about food again.
Yeah.
I feel seen. But yeah, I love that sort of stuff. Bluebeard's a particularly fun one of mine. I love that.
Apparently that's based on a real guy.
Yeah, apparently so, yeah. And this, yeah. I can do the elevator pitch for that as well if you want, Josh.
Who
Go on.
Cool. So Bluebird is a folklore about a French gentleman who married a few times throughout his life, and his most recent wife was handed a magical key to all his worldly possessions and was told under no circumstance to open a particular door in his house. There was one night at this carnival festival where the streets were filled with people. Her curiosity got the better of her, so she opened the door and found all the mutilated bodies of all his ex-wives in the room. So yeah, and then I think her brothers tried to rescue her and end up like killing her anyway and taking all the fortune for themselves. It's wild. It's fun. Really, really
There's
fun.
a tabletop role-playing game based on this
There
called
is.
Bluebeard's Bride.
Oh wow.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, just checked
Fucked
it.
up.
It's based on a guy partly influential for Gilles de Rais, who was not a nice guy.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound
Oh,
it with a
really?
story like that.
Although
fun.
he did used to rock around with Joan of Arc.
Knock around with.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just moving swiftly on.
Bizarre.
That's
That
not
is
who I expected
specifically-
you to say.
Specifically bizarre.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I was expecting Rasputin. No idea why.
I just hope that it's actually worded like that on some official website.
Knock around with.
Like, knocks around with.
Yeah. In like the official police documents and stuff.
Yeah, knocked about with her.
Well, leaving that behind us, far, far behind us. Chloe, hi.
On to the female member of the cast.
Yeah. Thank you,
It's a
token
great time for
female.
that.
Introduce yourself. Who are you? What are you doing? Where are you from?
Hello, I'm Chloe. I come from the Deck of Many Aces podcast, which is a D&D 5e actual play podcast with actual asexuals and aromantics. I am playing Lila Leclerc tonight, who pretends she's from France. She's not from France. She also pretends many other things. But she's a magician, that's why.
Or as the rector in the last session called you, a wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Chloe, you got a favourite folklore story?
I do, and it's for a purely selfish reason. I really like the Headless Horseman.
Yeah.
And the reason is because my final production at drama school was The Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Nice.
And so I just have a soft spot for it because I like spooky things and I like the style of music that this version was. So yeah, and I really liked. I don't know if that production is the same as every other telling of the story of Sleepy Hollow, because I think some of them are quite different, and I haven't ever seen another one.
I mean, it always changes depending on the performers. They bring their own subtleties and certain je ne sais quoi to each role.
Hands up if you're an actor.
Tracks done it.
But yeah, the kind of the main theme of this version was essentially just the entire town kind of rallying against Ichabod and like him, because he was like a school teacher and they were like, he's teaching the kids wizardry when he was just teaching them science. And yeah, and it's just it got so like what's the word, so insidious in certain points that it was just like, oh, it was so good. And it just makes me really like the idea of the Headless Horseman just because of that.
Fabulous. I now need to go watch Sleepy Hollow.
It's Halloween.
We also had a green screen for the Headless Horseman because this was during lockdown and we couldn't have live audience. So our director was like, let's make the most of it. So they had like a whole green screen and he like stepped out of the back of the stage, like because of the green screen and like film, and it was great.
That's very cool.
That was amazing.
That's very cool. Love that. Thank you for sharing your favourite folklore stories. I'm going to rapidly change some of the things that I've planned there. It's just the no-head horseman. No.
Joan of Arc's there.
That's the horseman with the headless horse, right?
Yes.
Everyone talks about the headless horseman. No one talks about the horsemanless head.
I mean, what's that guy doing?
Unless head.
What's he doing? He's mostly, I don't know. I think he's in Futurama at the moment.
Probably.
Not when I'm drinking.
Jesus.
I bloody love folklore. I think it's brilliant. The stories that are passed down from generation to generation through that sort of oral tradition is something that has always fascinated me, and it's something that I've always enjoyed and endeavoured to bring into most things that I do. Least of which this game, which is deeply rooted in East Anglian folklore, more than just the Black Shuck, but so much more besides. And in fact, someone has written a book called This Hollow Land: Aspects of Norfolk Folklore. The someone's name is Peter Tolhurst. It is a brilliant book. It presents the folklore stories in a very factual way, and I have learned a lot about the land that I've grown up on and around, because not a lot of people know the folklore stories. I also fucking love the Greek Hellenistic tradition pantheon. Lots of folklore stuff in there, but I'm not Greek, so I can't claim anything to do with that. Which is a great shame, because genetically I am as spicy as flour.
I'm not sure I understood that, but great.
Tone
I love that for you.
Expectations managed. Let's do a quick recap. Last session, we met the Shuck Spotters, a group of paranormal investigators, specifically who investigate things surrounding the legend of the Black Shuck, a so-called demon dog. They found themselves in the Norwich city market, which was assailed by a swarm of black rats who seemed to have had their eyes exploded out due to the blood and the condition of the eye socket. They did a great job of fending off these rats, but not through their actions. All of these rats died at the exact same time, as a ripple of arcane energy moved through the city. As detected by Carter. As these rats died, a scream went up, and upon investigating the scream, our heroes, went to find a body that was in the centre of the market. The ribcage had been torn apart, and all of the significant organs had been taken in a very clean manner. Seeing the face of this person, Angus had to deal with a fear of losing someone who he knew, and did not deal with that in a particularly good way. Started moving towards the nearest church, St. Giles, where they had spotted an assumed assailant running off. Lila hotly giving chase is the word I was trying to find there. Meanwhile, Desmond and Carter were investigating the blood pattern left in this market. The assailant who had left with these organs hadn't run in a clear direction. They had run in a strange pattern around, deducing it eventually to be some sort of sigil or symbol. You all met up back at St. Giles Church, at which point Desmond fell into a grave that was empty. Was then pulled out of the grave, and you all then had a conversation with the rector, whose name was Abraham, by the way. After him convincing Lila after him being convinced that Lila was a wizard, and Desmond then threatening to sue his pants off, the rector had what is medically known as a myocardial infarction, i.e. a heart attack, and subsequently died. At which point the Black Shuck appeared, this devil dog, and seemed to judge each of our so-called protagonists. After this, a thick fog fell about the city, and one Detective Dickie Leader came and found you all, giving you some helpful advice, pointing you in the direction of the catacombs for the tunnels in the city.
A little too cryptic for my liking.
Little too cryptic, which is interesting, because someone thought he wasn't being cryptic at all. Someone thought he was being a little bit on the He did that, and then he faded off into the fog, off to solve the murder crime. You guys went into the church after trying to dig down into the tunnels through the open grave, which did not go well. You went into the church. You saw two specters of some people who had appeared to have been hanged, moving as though they were being suspended by the ropes. They moved towards you, but didn't seem to inflict any malice. You tried to run out of the church, but found that the doors were barred in some way, and made your ways down into the cellar, into the catacombs, where you saw this symbol again on a stone coffin. Carter manifested a key of some kind to unlock any sort of arcane or mundane mechanism within this stone coffin, causing it to sink into the ground, and you stepped into the tunnels that are below the city of Norwich. What would you like to do?
Can we... what's the light level like in here?
The light level at the very sort of mouth of this tunnel system is sort of ambient, but you can tell that there are no torches or anything further in. There's nothing further down to give you any sort of illumination.
Is there anything around us that we could use to...
Roll a smarts check. Why don't you?
No, well, I could give you reasons.
Is that,
Are they numerical reasons?
maybe we all roll this check.
Yeah, I mean, if everyone wants to roll a smarts check, they can roll a smarts check. That's fine.
I have...
He wants more strange. Oh,
I have one grit and 2 wit. And that's
One
it.
grit and 2 wit. Angus got
2 smarts and a luck.
2 smarts and a luck. You can bank that luck.
I've already banked a luck. Can I turn it into a 3rd success?
Yeah, if you want.
Go on. Extra good.
Lila, are you rolling?
I got a 0 and 2 strange.
Whoa!
Too strange. You're strange. Off to a good start with Lila. Des, are you going to roll?
I got 1 strange and a luck.
One strange and a luck.
I'm gonna bank the luck, but I got a strange.
Wowee.
Oh, God.
Goodness.
You
That went well.
quickly look around the opening to this area. You don't see anything that was immediately useful to you to make a torch. But then you look behind and you see there are like red velvet curtains hung around this church that you could ostensibly tear to use. There's a lot of parchment around. If you wanted to, burn a book that you found in the church, for example.
Definitely no book burning in this.
No. And there are quite a few oil lamps sort of around that you would be able to get to sort of make this a longer lasting torch.
I think I'll attempt to go grab one of the oil lamps, if that's all right.
Yeah, absolutely. You can grab an oil lamp, yes. Don't know why I didn't give that as a suggestion straight away.
I mean, that.
I mean, hey.
I'll tell you why. It's not like a hand oil lamp. It's like a fixture.
It's a fixture.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to try and break it off, you can.
But, well, presumably that would then just spill oil everywhere.
No, you got to top it up.
Is there oil?
We gotta find oil. Will there be oil somewhere in the church?
I mean, there might be oil in the lamp.
There's probably oil in the lamp.
Well,
Fair enough.
Sing Hosanna.
Yes, I will attempt to break off an oil lamp quickly.
Roll a grit check for me, please.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I didn't want to. I didn't do it. I got a strange and a luck.
Strange and a luck. I'll tell you what. You go to try and break off this, like, because it's hanging on a chain, so you try and like break the chain. As you do so, the pew that you're sort of, or the chair that you're using to sort of get up and reach it gives way underneath you. You're holding on to it. And just the weight of you, this is not a strong chain, just breaks the chain. So you have this oil lamp now in your hand. There you go. That's a creative use of luck.
Right, shall we go?
oh, Yes.
Yes.
Well done.
Thank you.
Down, I'm assuming.
Yep. Mind the ghosts. Let's go.
I'm sure there are no rats. Let's go.
Yeah, and
let's
I'll
hope not.
navigate our way down into the catacombs.
Fantastic, you do so. As you step beyond sort of the area of where this stone coffin went down, it does rise up behind you. If you would like to try and work out why it do that, you are welcome to try and work out why it do that, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to at least see if there's any, like, way of getting it back down or whether it's just locked us in.
yeah, smarts checks from those who want to look.
One smart.
One smart,
One strange.
one strange. I'm afraid neither of those, especially the one strange. Goodness me, Lila really
What
not
luck, I
having the
can bank
luck.
that.
No.
Neither of those good enough to work out the why or the how either. There is a moment, and I'm going to need Lila to roll a weird check against fear, that you believe that you could be stuck down here.
How about
Oh, I got zero successes, but they're all hearts, which means I can roll them all again. I believe.
Do it.
good.
Let me just double check.
Of course,
that
these
that
guys
is
are all level
how
2
that
now.
works.
And they leveled up off screen, which is very easy to do in Shiver. You just go one up an ability tree.
Nice and
Brilliant.
easy.
Good game.
This is, however, a tier 1 ability. I can reroll heart symbols on fear checks. Yes. Okay, I can reroll them all. Fantastic. Reroll. Oh, wait. Hang on. What's it doing? It's doing something weird. There we go. Okay, 1 success.
One success is all you needed for this one. As you're scrabbling around trying to find a way to get out or to work out why it closed behind you, it occurs to you that you have been trapped underground, and if you're trapped underground, people will forget about you. You dismiss this as you very quickly dismiss this thought because it occurs to you that you're popular, and when popular people go missing, people start looking for them.
Exactly. It will be fine.
While they're looking to see if they can get that open, can I look around the general, using the light from the oil lamp, around the general area now that we're down here to see if there's anything of note?
Yeah, roll me a smarts check, please.
I'm not good at those. Oh,
Well-
that's... Oh, I also have... so that's another look. So I'll use the banked look and that look for a success.
Great.
Nice.
Cool.
You may do so.
Yeah, cool.
That's a single success. With that, you look around. There is a huge blood patch on the floor that seems to have some footprints coming from it. You look around these tunnels. So you know how like the Paris catacombs, where there's like the skulls and shit. There's a lot of skulls and shit.
Famously skulls and shit.
Skulls
Oh, yeah.
and shit. That's
sell it
two
as
things
that.
you find. Yeah.
I don't want to...
Delicious.
Like the
I don't wanna alarm
walls are
anyone.
lined with skulls
Shit.
and shit.
There is, there's quite a large patch of blood here, and it seems to be heading deeper into these catacombs.
Is it wet?
Oh my.
I am not touching the blood. And it's also, if you're weird about skulls, they are everywhere, but don't worry, as long as you don't look at them for more than 3 seconds, you won't get, like hexed. You'll be fine.
What?
What?
Is that a thing?
Wait, what?
And Desmond just takes a couple of steps and carries on looking at the blood.
You know that hexes aren't real, right?
Oh,
Lyle
they're,
says with an uncertain look at Carter.
they're quite real, but not in this case. He's completely wrong in this case.
That's what they said about
Right.
the clouds made of methane, but I know what I saw. Carries on looking at the blood.
Right. Shall we follow it?
Well, there's only one way
can't-
forwards.
Exactly.
All right. Come
But
on
there
then.
was only one person we're following. If there's a trail of blood here,
Yeah, and
if it's their blood, how did it get here?
Well, it could have been... It could have been John's blood.
No, I'm sure it's not.
Dragged all the way to the market from here?
Yeah.
And if the thing is, if Dickie's to be believed and this tunnel system goes to every church in the area, then this is a vast array of labyrinth of tunnels. Maybe this blood is the only real lead we've got.
I think let's go for it.
Well, like Carter said, it's not like we can go anywhere else.
Navigate us forwards.
I'll, if it's okay, roll a smarts check and navigate us forward.
Please do. Yes.
Yay!
You get to do a thing that you're good at.
Yay! Oh, fuck!
Okay, that's what you want to hear.
It might not be so bad. So I got 2 strange on my talent dice. But 1 smarts on my skill dice. So everything's good? Everything's great, right? Josh,
That's
everything's great, right?
Yeah, right?
Josh?
Brilliant.
Right?
Come on, Josh.
Oh, shit.
You're going to do that.
These talent dice,
Yeah, I
you
knew
think
it.
they're gonna be good, and then they fuck you.
Risk reward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we were looking for a 2 there.
Can
What-
I?
So
No.
you rolled. So you got 1 smart. What were your other ones that you got? Do you remember?
They were, I believe it was 1 luck and 1 wit.
1 luck and 1 wit.
Yeah.
Okay. So you start walking in a direction that you believe to be the right direction. By which I mean not where you've just come from. You're in a very, very straight, no turns or choices passageway at the moment. And you are following blood on the floor. But you are overcome with the sensation that you actually don't know where you are. The way that this tunnel sort of undulates seems to go up and down a little bit, and there are gentle curves. And while you've not had an option to turn off in a different direction, you don't know where you are with regards to the city above you. However, you do find a coin on the floor.
I'll reach down and pick it up.
Roll a weird check.
Oh!
Roll a weird check. You fool. You idiot.
Let it be known, never do anything in Shiver.
You fucking idiot. How dare you interact with a game that I gave you, you piece of shit. That is 1 strange.
1 strange is enough. As you pick up this coin, a little voice from it goes, "Hello."
Oh, fucking shit. And I
Hello?
drop the coin. Drop it?
No need to
We
be
hear the
scared
voice
of
or
money.
just-
Yeah, you drop the coin and you don't hear the little voice anymore.
Did you all hear that?
Hear what?
Someone... I'll go pick up the coin again.
You dropped me.
You alive?
No,
Why are you then?
I'm stuck here.
Who are you?
Is he talking to a coin?
It is talking to me. I can hear... There's someone in
Angus?
there.
We've been under a lot of stress recently.
Yeah.
You take it! And he shoves
Been a long-
it at Lila.
Oh, fine.
Roll a weird check.
Take the coin.
You fool! You fool!
Fucking dare you!
How dare you take something handed to you?
How dare I take something that's handed to me? Oh, that is 0.
That's 0. Lila, you have a coin.
This is gaslighting.
I have to say, I'm a little worried about you.
I'm just wondering,
It's just a coin.
does anybody know ventriloquism?
What?
I'm just wondering if any of
Actually,
you
I
are...
do.
Then... are you doing a bit with a coin?
No, why would I do a bit now?
I don't know.
Maybe Jeremy
Practice?
should take it. He's fucking strange.
Fine.
Thank you, my dear
All right.
Angus.
Roll a weird
Hand it to
check.
Jack.
Oh, you
How
fool!
dare
Sorry.
you?
One
I keep
strange.
touching the hob, and it keeps being hot.
You fool!
Strange, not weird. I keep getting all the terminology wrong.
It's a success.
That's a 1. You hear a little voice that goes, hello.
Hello? Oh, goodness.
Well, you fucking ears here as well.
as well.
What is this?
What's up? You okay?
Can anybody else hear the
I have
coin?
no idea.
I take it we can only I can only hear it when I'm touching it.
You can only hear it when you're touching it.
I can't hear it now.
I can hear you.
Can I? And I'll reach out and touch it as well simultaneously.
At the same time.
Yes. Don't get me to roll another weird check.
Oh, hello again.
Lila, seriously, I'm pretty sure that you're doing a thing.
It's not me, I promise.
What is your name?
Jenny.
Jenny.
Well, that's obviously you, Lila.
You from the blood?
I can't hear anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you're doing the voice.
Hang on. Why are you?
Desmond is having a fucking nightmare time at the moment.
Yeah. I'm taking like 3 full steps back and like holding the coin to my own pocket, going, "Hello."
And why are you in a coin, Jenny? Jenny, why are you in a coin?
I'm not in a coin.
Oh, I knew it. Taking a couple more steps back.
Then where are you? What do you see?
What do you mean?
How are you?
You mean? What do I mean? What I mean. This is too much.
How are you talking to us?
Oh. Turn me over.
Fuck's sake.
I examine the coin that is talking to us.
You turn it over and it's got a little face on it. Not of the current reigning monarch.
Is that Jenny?
Hello.
Does it actually move?
Can I
So
see it?
it's
move?
just like a very simple smiley face.
Oh.
But what I will say is that the smile kind of goes a little bit up past the eyes.
Okay.
And whenever it talks, just this bit in the middle moves.
What are you doing down here?
Oh, I did belong to someone, but now I'm stuck.
And how long have you been able to say hello?
I don't understand the question.
How long have you been thinking?
I don't understand the question.
Did you talk to the last person that you belonged to?
Yes.
Did they hear you?
No.
Right.
Has anybody ever heard you?
Yes.
Other than
What's
us?
the first thing you remember?
I don't understand the question.
Fuck's sake!
You're obviously asking the wrong questions, Angus. Look,
Clearly.
well, here you go, Angus. That's for you.
Cheers.
It's true, though, of course, that money does talk.
Well, Mark, your metallic face friend, be able to tell us if they've seen something go by here?
Ooh, very true.
Right. Have you seen something go by here?
No, I don't have eyes.
I'm just going to put Jenny in my pocket and keep going.
All right. The voice of Jenny doesn't change. It is in your head.
Right.
I have
See?
to say, Carter, I
Yes.
don't particularly appreciate this prank pulling you've got going on here, but it looks
My dear Lila,
very
this
realistic.
this is no conjuring things out of thin air. This is a talking coin.
Yes, how did you do that, by the way?
A small amount of research and a large amount of je ne sais quoi, as the French say.
Money. He means
Money, no. But sometimes.
But where where was the key? Where did... It wasn't up your sleeve.
No, that's very true. One may call it a phantasmal key.
I see.
Key of the imagination to unlock the thoughts of mankind.
So we imagine...
Okay.
Hold on, your imagination or ours? Because I'm pretty certain I saw it.
Do not worry, Desmond. This is not your usual drunken stupor that you are talking through. Yes, I believe everybody probably saw this thing. It was simply a case that, obviously, I've done quite a bit of reading. I've done some work with the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. There's been a few things here and there, some rituals, you know, the usual. And Robert's your mother's uncle. No, that's wrong. Goodness me, I must be off my game. Robert's your mother's brother, isn't it? Yes.
You talking about Bob's your uncle?
Yes.
Fucking Christ. Shall we carry on?
Oh, of course!
Yes.
That was such a long walk for such a small drink of water. I enjoyed it, though. A refreshing sip. Angus, roll me a heart check.
Oh, good. The thing I'm so good at. No, I got smarts and a wit.
Angus, have you ever killed anyone?
Oh.
Ooh.
No.
Would you like to learn how?
Sorry, are you talking to me as Jenny?
Yes.
Oh, good. Excuse me.
It's true. Josh does sound like that a lot of the time.
My rich timbre often sitting nicely in the falsetto.
No, but see, I mean, I could if I wanted to, but I don't fancy it.
Why?
Do you want to kill someone?
I'm
yes.
sorry, Angus, what are you talking about now?
Jenny's talking to me about killing someone.
Why do you want to kill someone?
Not
I
someone.
don't know.
Not someone. Anyone.
Anyone. She's saying anyone.
I think, Angus, it's probably best if we put that coin back on the floor and move on swiftly.
Shank him. Shank him now.
I throw the coin. I just throw the coin. I truly just like.
Do a weird check for me, please.
Oh my god!
You are cursed. You have this coin forever.
I got two strange
Perfect.
and one
Yeah,
luck.
strange check. I need to stop calling it a weird check. It's very
Yeah.
very bad of me. I need to learn. I should probably learn the
A
mechanics of the game.
naughty boy.
Naughty. Didn't love that. Yeah, you just go nope and fling the coin. And as you go into your pocket to grab it, for a second, Jenny's like, "Oh, here we go."
I reckon
guys-
that's what happened the first time.
You guys just hear like a ding, ding, ding
Fuck that.
of coin hitting something.
That coin want to kill us?
Oh, she told me to shank Desmond.
Sorry, what?
Right. There was someone in the coin called Jenny, and she told me I should shank you.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Jenny
my light
probably-
has just fallen down in front of me. It was very strange.
It is Halloween.
do please keep talking amongst yourselves.
Spooky technical difficulties.
Gravity.
As a rule of thumb, Angus, if a coin tells you to kill people, you should probably ignore it.
How often
I
does
like
it happen to
probably.
you?
I like that probably is
me.
the qualifier there.
Yeah.
How many times have you had a coin tell you to kill someone?
It's not often the coin, it's usually the booze that it buys. But that's a story for another day, kids. And Desmond just trots off.
Why does this group have a tendency to just say something absurd and then fuck off?
I think that's called ADHD, baby.
Right, let's go. Come on. We gotta carry on. And I'll follow
That's
Desmond.
the punchline.
Yep, let's continue.
You head on down through the catacombs. The tunnels, in fact, they stop becoming catacombs and start becoming tunnels as the frequency of skulls just reduces and reduces and reduces.
Oh, that's good. Less skulls. It's much cheerier. Fewer skulls. Sorry, I do apologise.
However you want to quantify it, there is not as many as there once were. Until eventually that number reaches 0. Other than the skulls that are already inside you. Remember, each of us has a skeleton inside of us.
It's the perfect number.
Yes. Any more than one is an anomaly, or perhaps you are pregnant. Weird. Sorry, my brain
There are
was
always
then
more
just like
skeletons than alive humans on the planet. There you go.
absolutely.
Oh, spooky.
But let's not get political.
Right.
Come on, bring it back. Bring it back.
What
You're
did
moving.
we see before
You're
us?
moving down this fucking creepy tunnel.
Yes.
All right. Who is holding the lantern?
Desmond was the last to mention it.
Yeah.
Desmond, please roll me a luck check.
I'm good at those. I'm not good at those.
No.
Oh no.
3 strange.
Oh, whoa!
3 strange and no luck.
Are we on?
I could use my 2 banked
No.
luck for a success, but at this point, I don't know if it'd make much of a difference to have.
We are
one
so nearly at 3:30.
1 success.
Would you
and 3
would you
strange.
like to use your 2 banked luck to make one of those a success?
That's
Or
what
to
I'm-
tick the doom clock back one.
No, go
maybe.
on. Go on. Fuck shit up.
No,
Let's do it.
I wanna. I don't know. I think for the sake of this, I would probably want to keep my luck.
That's a good idea. Very well. So that's a fail.
Yeah.
We are not
Look.
quite at 1:30 yet.
So
Desmond, as you are walking down with the lantern, it starts to flicker. And then there is as the oil within the lantern runs out.
How quickly do you think he would notice this?
How quickly would he notice that he's gone from
He'd probably
walking in
just
light to
continue
walking in
for a little
darkness?
bit.
Are you familiar with the speed of light as a concept?
Okay, I would immediately
Yeah,
just
so
stop.
you are
also the,
immediately plunged into darkness.
There's also the speed of opium as well.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Things are delayed for Desmond. Like quite a deal.
You
That is
operate
very
on the.
true.
You have a human 30-second delay built into you.
It's a wonder he's here.
And as you are in these tunnels, so the light ran out just as you were reaching a junction where sort of 2 tunnels intersect. A four-way junction, if you will, but it's not traffic light controlled. The scariest kind. It's all give way signs with 3 mini roundabouts.
No! No one knows what they do!
Did we see where the blood went?
Not with that roll.
No, probably not, right? Oh.
Anyone got a
What
light?
we're gonna have
Can I try and relight the oil lamp?
the fire.
You want to try and relight the oil lamp.
With no oil.
So there is no oil in there.
There's not. So I'm just okay.
So I'm not going to ask you to roll because it would be an
No.
impossibility.
Desmond, I know this is a long shot, but any moustache wax?
Ooh.
I always tend to keep a tin or 2 on me, yeah.
So I will take the tin out and
Wick that baby up.
I will wick that baby up.
Is Josh desperately Googling if mustache wax is flammable?
Well, you
I
need a
absolutely
wick.
am, yes.
So what are we going to make the wick out of? Is the
Now,
question.
Josh, this Googled, is it taking into account Desmond's shady business practices?
I was kind of hoping that it would be like 90% petroleum.
Yeah.
And the other
Like,
10%
surely,
is
surely.
probably opium.
You know what? Yes.
And
I will allow for this chicanery.
Nice.
thank you.
However, I will ask you what you're going to use as a wick.
Oh, I didn't. I was going to just put the tin.
I'll
in
tear
the
some
actual lamp.
I'll tear a strip off my clothing. It's
Absolutely.
already ripped enough.
That works for me. Can I have a wit check from somebody to just re-wick and replenish this oil lantern? You are in the dark, obviously. So it will be done. It'll be done at minor disadvantage, which is -1 die.
Somebody could just light a match whilst it's going on.
Yeah,
This is
absolutely.
true.
Yeah. Who's gonna
Yeah.
light the match?
I'll light
I'll
the
light the match.
Oh,
I
yeah.
probably got those.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, can you roll me a luck check?
Oh fuck.
Sure.
Great.
No.
Keep away from the wax.
No.
We don't want to explode.
0.
0. The match breaks as you try and
grit,
strike it.
1 smiles.
Especially because it's 2 grit. Because it's 2 grit, you really are quite determined to light this match quite quickly, and you just break the match. Do you want to try again?
Oh dear. Yes. Yeah.
You're
Roll
gonna
me a
go
luck check.
through that. You're gonna go through that.
Come on. 2 grit, 1 wit.
2 grit, 1 wit. You decide to give the matchbox to someone else.
Oh, give it here.
Oh God! Just do it. Never did see well in the dark.
What am I rolling?
Luck check.
I have a success.
Success, that's all we want. And you light the match and you do not catch yourself or anyone else on fire.
Hooray.
Yeah, so let's have a wit check to just get this oil lantern functioning again.
Oh,
Any takers?
From someone, either
that's
Desmond
3
or
yeah.
Angus.
That's. Oh, I've already rolled it. Sorry.
You've rolled it, what have you got?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 luck. So I'll take that as a success. I'll bank 1 luck.
Fantastic. Yeah. By match light, you look at this and think, I haven't got a fucking clue. and just kind of have a go.
Yeah,
And it
the
comes out
Desmond way.
It comes out all right for you. I have a similar approach to DIY. The lantern sparks to life, and in the center of this 4-way intersection, you see a spectre that has appeared, pale blue, shimmering in, well, there's no moonlight, so it'll be in the oil light. And this spectre turns and looks at each of you in turn. You notice that it has specifically no eyes in this human-like visage. It has no eyes, it has no arms, and it has no teeth.
Oh.
It turns, but you feel as though it is beholding you.
Can I quickly see which way the blood is going from, like, the junction?
Yeah, roll me a smarts check.
Ooh, 1 success and 1 strange. But I'll take...
1 success was all you needed, so that's fine.
Cool.
You want to be going straight on,
past
straight
Spectre.
straight through this ghost.
Nice.
Hello. Do you know Jenny?
Angus, roll me a heart check.
No, of course I didn't get it. You know what though? I did roll a luck, and I have a banked luck. I'm turning that into a success.
1 success. Unfortunately, that is 1 success against 3 strange. Angus, you
Sorry, the
are
joke
possessed.
occurred to me. Oh fuck!
as you watch as this spectre turns to Angus, who asks those questions, and then it just it floods itself into Angus. It goes in through his mouth, and Angus starts to levitate, almost kind of T-posing, and turns and looks at Carter.
Be gone, foul ghost.
Are you actively doing something, or are you just talking at it?
I'm going to give the treatise on. Yes, can I think about my readings, my teachings, and consider how best to Exercise, said Ghost.
Yeah, roll strange or smarts.
That's going to be a strange. 2 successes, thank you very much. And a luck.
2 successes, excellent. So you know that to damage a ghost, you need either silver or something that can damage the soul itself.
Ooh.
Hey, don't fuck me up.
So just in terms of like meta discussion in Shiver, they have loads of cool weaknesses and resistances. You would know that this ghost would be weak to silver and soul damage.
Okay, if I were to inflict soul damage on Angus, would that be on the ghost or would that be on Angus with both of them?
Oh, that's an excellent question.
Do I have an excellent answer?
You'll have to find out, won't you?
Oh, I knew you were going to say that.
This is so fucked up.
So fucked up.
Can I attempt to pull Angus down and just see if I can like reach him in there? Just like Angus, what's going on? Are you there?
Yeah, absolutely. Roll off.
Yeah.
Art check.
Okay.
So as hello there. Sorry about that. Slight technical difficulty, but we're all good now. We were just about to delve into Angus's mind. And as such, Angus, you are sat at a desk, like an old school to us, but a Victorian writing desk. You are much younger, and you are writing something down on some paper with a quill and parchment. And you look down to see what it is that you are writing, and you are just writing, let me out, 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 let me out. And then suddenly you find yourself, you're in this tunnel with all your friends.
Angus?
What happened?
Angus, can you hear me?
Yeah? What's going on?
Oh, it's okay. You're back now. You're safe.
Am I in the air still?
No, you're not. You're only like a foot off the ground, so you sort of fall. But this ghost, it comes out of Angus's mouth and turns, and it is going to... Oh, hang on a minute. No, it doesn't do that.
If it attacks someone random, I believe it attacks me, by the way.
As soon as that ghost comes out, I would like to attack it.
Yes, you may try to attack the ghost.
Okay. Carter is... You can see he's deep in concentration, and he is waiting to see what happens. You can see he's like conflicted. And as soon as this ghost appears from the body of Angus, he turns around to where it's going towards, and he just sort of opens up his arms and just says some strange vowels and consonants, but they don't make sense. And this kind of shadowy claw comes from his chest and swipes at the ghost.
Oh, hell yeah. Ooh. I assume you've got to roll something for that.
Oh, well, I guess
No, you're just fucked.
I'm just playing. That's a success.
How could you possibly know?
Well, if there's a success, this claw...
How many, I'm assuming it's based on your strange score.
CR1, yep. 2 soul damage, please.
2 soul damage. There you go. 2 soul damage. As this claw rips through this thing, it feels like it does a little bit more than 2 soul damage.
I should also say, and this is slightly important, It also does Carter 1 soul damage.
Ooh.
And it ticks the doom clock forward by 3 minutes.
Oh!
You're welcome!
Thank you, Carter, for that.
This is fantastic.
So, Josh, just to cast our minds back, every quarter half of the doom clock, something really good and fun happens to benefit us.
The puppies come out.
Feel good.
The puppies come out.
There's a ball pit!
The 5-minute reprieve from all this,
Yeah. Oh, they come out with half-time oranges.
yeah,
Josh,
right.
I hate that face. What's that face for, Josh?
That face is for, hell yeah, you used the cool ability, and now I get to do this thing, which is fun. Fantastic. Well, you managed to do some soul damage. The ghost does actually turn and look at you, Carter, and visibly recoils. And then it sort of turns towards Lila, and is going to try and attack Lila.
Oh shit!
God, what the fuck was that?
Old friend.
You don't even have time to ask what the fuck was that.
What the
Lila, that is 2 successes, which will hit you. You take 4 cold damage, Lila, as this thing just rushes towards you, and you feel like some of your life essence being drained out as it opens its toothless mouth with a very long black tongue hanging loosely out of it, and just you guys see just streaks of life force being drained from Lila going into this thing.
Can I grab the makeshift candle
Yes.
from Desmond
Yes.
and just huck it on the ground under the ghost?
What's happening?
Yes.
I think fire
Roll.
might hurt the ghost.
roll a wit check for me.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's well known that
It's one
flaming...
success with 2 smarts.
1 success is all you needed to pick up the candle and huck it at the ghost. It's going to take 1 damage from that, which is better than no damage.
Well, I was thinking fire. It might because I was okay.
The light from the candle does sort of shine up through this ghost. Angus, you did say you got 2 smarts.
I did.
You think about the various research you and the gang have done on ghosts and specters and things, and it occurs to you that most spirits are ghosts in this case, because they have either unfinished business or that they don't have a final resting place.
Right.
As you have this thought, you guys hear the sounds of hobnail boots running down a tunnel. Not from behind you, not from in front of you, but one of the side ones.
Okay.
You then hear the sound of a gunshot being fired as a bullet whizzes through the air, striking this ghost sort of just through the midsection. The bullet flying through, actually cleaving a hole through it. Anyone paying attention might see that this bullet is made of silver.
Right.
might be?
Amazing.
And then stepping around the corner, you see Detective Dickie Leader.
Dickie!
With pipe in mouth and just a single shot pistol in hand, goes, "You see, I'm not afraid of any ghosts."
Who you gonna call?
Who should you call upon?
Dickie Leader.
Detective Dickie Leader. And this ghost just not quite gone, but seriously, its integrity is sort of massively fluctuating. The shapes, it's no longer looking quite as human. It's sort of almost flickering in and out of existence. Desmond's not done anything yet.
No, he's not. Thinking about this being like hallowed ground, and I'm going to say the Our Father in Latin at this thing.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah, do
Nice.
In nomine Patri et Filii et Spiritus Sancti, and literally just like, but in that.
yeah.
That's
do
really good.
do heart for me, please. Do a heart check. And you may do that at minor advantage as well. So add an extra die. So that should be 4 heart die.
Okay. Okay, so that is neither success or strange, but I'll use 2 of my bank luck to make it a success.
Nice.
Great. Yeah, as you start doing this, the ghost starts to writhe and scream a little bit. It seems genuinely frightened. It's not like a self-preservation instinct necessarily. There is something about it that is visceral and terrifying to this thing. It is trying to get away from Desmond, but the more you say this prayer in Latin, it sort of almost is like it's getting drawn towards you almost, and you see it starting to like crumble from the wisp starting to move through the body. That's that. And as you do so, just gonna roll for them. As you do so, this thing starts to get smaller and smaller and smaller, its presence decreasing, diminishing. Dickie is sort of rapidly trying to get another bullet in the pistol. And he looks up as you finish saying your prayer, Desmond. He looks up and raises the pistol at the ghost, but you're stood kind of behind it, so he doesn't shoot just yet. He's holding that there, ready and waiting.
Okay, I would like to hold my hand up, still getting louder and louder, saying this prayer repeatedly, and then I will just step to the side as giving him a clear shot.
You step out to the side. Dickie starts to squeeze the trigger, and as he does, you will hear a low growling. And Dickie, the last words of Detective Dickie Leader
No!
are, "Oh fuck," as this black dog bursts from behind him, turning him into a fine pink mist.
Oh my god.
As it bursts out from within him.
From within him?
From within him. Not from behind him, from within him. He does get the shot off, and the ghost is no more. All that is left of Detective Dickie Leader is a pair of hobnail boots and a pipe. As this black hellhound with embers for eyes stands in front of you, beholding all of you, growling ever so slightly. We are going to take a break. Join us in 15 minutes.
Not even that.
We're
I can
getting
hear
double.
myself.
It's fine. You will. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. Sorry. Yeah, join us in. I don't know, a short amount of minutes. How many minutes do you reckon, John?
Probably 2 or 3.
Join us in 2 or 3 minutes, as I explain what happens at the past mark on the Doom clock. You may have already guessed.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
and welcome back. Tonight, we mourn the death of Detective Richard Dickey Leader.
Not Dickie.
Who was recently, callously, turned into a thin pink mist by a demon dog.
Hey, Cap.
All canines are bastards. Dicky was one of the good ones, by which we mean the only good one.
The only good one.
Because
he's
he's
dead.
fictional.
No, we can't do that.
It's fiction, it's fiction, it's fiction. The opinions expressed by me are not necessarily expressed by Actual Play UK. I can say that, I've got friends who are cops.
Oh, God.
So here's the thing about Shiver as a system, folks. The Doom clock can be ticked back, but the actions that happens at each quarter mark cannot be undone. And the recommendation for the half-past mark on the Doom clock, well, shall I read it from the book for you? Because I think reading from the book is an important part, because we're all learning this game as we go along with it. Wouldn't you like to learn about what the book says exactly?
Learning Shiver with
You
Josh.
fool. How dare you learn something?
Kill their most beloved character in front of them callously. And
Turn them into a pink
Pink
mist.
It just says pink mist.
Pink mist is one of my favourite descriptors for someone who has been atomized.
Yeah.
Because it's just
So visceral.
It's so evocative.
Yeah.
1, 2,
It's fucked up.
4. Yeah, it is. I don't like horror movies.
No.
Why are you here?
Half past. Dire consequences and complications. The midpoint of your game is where things really start to go sideways and the players feel like they are in tangible danger. Often this can come with a reveal of what threat they are facing, a short run-in with the big bad with dramatic consequences, even death. Having NPCs that are Doom clock fodder is a great way to raise the stakes, especially if you allow the players to become fond of an NPC before unceremoniously leading them to their demise.
Oh, so you 100%, wow, you 100% had Dickie
Set him up.
because we like Dickie.
You set him up.
I mean, we both said exactly the same thing, but in different ways.
Yeah.
Shall I roll that fear check?
Didn't have to use your spirit clause. Angus, please roll a fear check for me. This is CR2. No,
Right.
fuck it. Actually, this is CR3 because you fucking love Dickie.
I did as well. Like, I really
Translation
did as
through.
well. I have no luck. I cannot influence this in any way. If I don't roll all three, I'm fucked. I have not rolled a single one.
You are no longer stable. You are afraid. As you watch this person who you know and hold in great regard that there is no body for you to mourn. There will be no burial or ceremony for Detective Dickey Leader. They will assume that he went missing.
I think Angus just is there's no moment to process anything. There's no thoughts. There's no any kind of intelligible thinking happening, and he's just hyperventilating and pushes himself up against a wall. He's just had a ghost in him, for Christ's sake.
Did just have a ghost in him.
So I think he's just pushed up against the wall, and just petrified. Just petrified.
Ango is going through it.
Yeah. But when is he in? So, yeah.
I should also remind you that the Shuck is in this tunnel system with you.
Well, we're looking at it, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, so pushed up against the wall, like, basically, I think I was, like, almost directly in front of Dickie, like, as he was doing the final shot, like, out of the range of fire, and I'm just now staring down the Shuck. So, Shuck, fuck!
Just, anyone have any bright ideas of how to get rid of a demonic dog?
It looks at you when you say that.
Easy now, easy. We're just trying to help.
Why are you here?
Roll me a heart check.
Please go well. 3 successes.
Hell yeah. It actually just immediately sits boop, and quirks its head at you. You get one word that appears in your head. And that word is peace.
Okay. And I can identify, like, oh, that's definitely in my head and not out loud.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because no one else hears this or reacts to it.
Yeah. Lila has, like, a big breath and her eyes wide. She's like, okay. Did any of you hear that as well?
You didn't pick up any coins, did you?
No, I didn't pick up any fucking coins, Carter.
One must
Says
check.
it wants peace. Peace with who? With what? What for?
Sorry, it said it wanted peace.
Peace, yes.
That's no fucking peace!
Well, if it wants peace, then perhaps Dickie or the police or something that Dickie represents is some form of revenge or settling the score. And I'll look at the Shuck and be like, is that what you mean?
Its tail wags.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. Never thought I would be getting somewhere with the Black Shuck, but here we are.
It moves its head as though it's looking down one of the tunnels. Stands up. And then starts to, like, trot down that tunnel.
Do you wish to show us something?
No response.
I think we need to follow it. Angus?
What do you mean?
Angus! We have to follow it. We have to find out what it wants. Otherwise, do you want to end up like Dickie?
Oh, roll me a heart check. Roll me a heart check, Lila.
So, before I do, I can, and I want to put this out to the group to say whether I should. Once per Doom Quarter, I can roll a heart check to lower an ally's fear by 1.
Oh,
Do we want to do that now, or should I save it?
it's whether you think you saying, do you want to turn out like Dickie, is a phrase that will lower all fear.
Do you want to be irrevocably deaded too?
This is true.
Missed?
This is true.
Do you want to be broken down into your constituent materials?
Wouldn't thou like to be missed?
In more than one way.
Yeah, to be fair, that probably is not the way to calm Angus down, so we won't use that ability today.
Yeah.
I will just roll. That's 1 success and 1 strange.
Angus, you believe this to be well-intentioned, but terribly delivered.
That's fucked up.
If anyone would like to roll a smarts check for me, they may. And this is to see what is left behind.
Yeah, I think I will do that.
I shall.
Why not?
I have.
That's why not. 0 success and 1 strange.
I'm turning 2 luck into a success.
Yeah, I got a success as well.
Yeah, I didn't get anything. It's a wash.
Lila, taking up that doom clock.
Yeah, I am.
Gonna
Let's go.
doom that clock right out of my hair. Excellent. Des and Angus both go to where Dickie was stood. The first thing you notice as you move in that there is still this pink mist that it is hanging in the air.
Excellent.
It didn't like splat out and fall. It is just almost swirling like a fog cloud.
It's now vapor.
It's yeah. It's not pleasant. I think that perhaps doesn't need to be said. You find that that Dickie's boots are still there. Good pair of size 10, well made. His pistol is there, and roll a luck check for me, Des.
Okay. Oh, that's really good. I got 3 successes, but with 1 strange, but 3 successes.
There are 3 silver bullets and 3 loads of shot as well.
Excellent.
Now, this does... please do allow me to consult the tome.
Tomb of Mysteries.
Oh, yeah.
Now, weapons in Shiver are quite easy. It's basically you have the damage it does, the type of damage it does, and the type of roll you need to do with it. So, to use this pistol, it will be a wit check against the CR of what it is that you're fighting. It does... I lost my page. It does 3 silver with the silver bullet shot. You've only got silver bullets at the moment, so you've got 3 silver ones, and that is a medium range pistol. It takes wit, which I will make a note of that as well, so I don't forget.
As Angus and I are there picking the bullets and the pistol up, I assume Dickie's pipe is on the...
Dickie's pipe is also on the ground, yes.
And while Lila and Carter are having a conversation, I will kind of just quietly grab hold of Angus's wrist, place the pipe in Angus's hand, close his fingers around it, and just go,
When all this is done, you and me will have a drink in it. Put that in your pocket for now. It'll be alright, Angus, alright? No one else is...
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Roll a heart check for me, Desmond.
oh, I got a look back, and I got a success.
Yay!
1 success to look back that I'm banking.
So, Angus, your fear level, thanks to the kind words of Desmond and the efforts of everyone involved, actually, it's been a real kind of group effort. Being able to get these possessions of Dickie has dropped your fear level from afraid to stable. As I say, got the pistol, got 3 silver shots, you've got the pipe as well, and of course Dickie's boots are there.
I would like to grab Dickie's boots.
You pick up Dickie's boots. They're a fine pair of hobnail boots, not particularly new, but they are worn in enough that they were certainly comfortable when he wore them.
I think Angus is going to swap out his shoes that are clearly like there's like a hole in the sole, and like, you know,
The shoes only in name.
shoes truly in name, like this is the skeleton of shoes, and he swaps out for Dickie's shoes.
Great.
Sure,
Hey.
he would have wanted you to have them.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So, roll me a weird check, please.
Okay.
Strange check.
It is
Fuck,
strange.
Josh,
You were
come
right
on,
You were
it's
right
strange.
the first
I was right the
time.
first time. I need to back myself. I need to get like little tabs on my screen. Yeah, roll me a strange check, please.
One of these dice is cocked. I did not succeed.
Okay.
I am going. No, I'm not going to. I was considering using my ability that can re-roll a roll, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
So you slip on these boots, and they feel comfortable. They're very comfortable, in fact, and it does bring to mind your now dearly departed friend.
Yeah.
Almost you feel like he's keeping you company when you wear them.
Because they're still warm.
It's more because you just feel a gentle presence pressing on your mind. Hey, so these boots are armor 1.
Oh!
Wow.
Armor 1. And you can add 1 talent die to your dice pool when you are navigating around the streets.
Nice.
So does that mean I get 2 talent dice when I'm navigating the streets? Amazing.
Nice.
Let's get back to the streets.
You are not currently in the streets.
What does that mean, having armor, for the audience at home?
That's an excellent question. And essentially what it means is, and I am going to triple check this because Lord knows I don't want to give people incorrect information, because giving people incorrect information is worse than giving them no information at all.
Exactly.
Armor. Not everything you can find in a shiver is good for dealing damage. Blah, 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 blah. So you can equip armor in slots on your character sheet. You can only wear a maximum of 3 slots worth of armor at any time. These boots will take up 1 slot of armor.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, I'm just reading through this to make sure that all the information given
good.
is appropriate. For each armor slot, a piece of armor fills. You roll a separate skill dice for preventing damage.
Okay.
So if you had a piece of armor that took up 2 armor slots, you'd roll 2, but this is a piece of armor that takes up 1, so you roll 1.
Okay.
Damage is dealt to armor 1 armor slot at a time. If 1 armor slot becomes fully wounded, you will no longer roll skill die to prevent damage with it.
Okay.
And armor has special protections and things like that. What this means mechanically is that whenever you are subjected to an attack, you can roll to try and reduce the damage from that attack.
Lovely.
Each armor slot, I think, has 2 slots on it. So each armor slot can take 2 damage. So these 2 boots can take 1 hit each.
Lovely.
And the dice you would be rolling. So you roll just any 1 shiver die for this. If you get a luck symbol, the damage taken from the attack is reduced by 1 on you, and the armor remains undamaged.
Okay.
On a strange symbol, damage taken from the attack is reduced by 1. The armor gains 1 damage. And on any other symbol, there is no effect, and damage is dealt to you as normal.
Lovely. Amazing.
So you're looking for a luck or a strange, basically, whenever you roll 1 thing.
Lovely.
And I think that's all the information we need on that at the moment, but we'll find out later if that is enough. So that is what you have. There is this sense that there is something else with you. Angus, specifically.
Sticky gonna be a ghost.
I think I'm gonna leave it for now. I'm not gonna pry too much into that. I think, given the recency of that departure,
Yeah.
I think Angus is going to just take momentary solace and move on.
You start walking in boots. So, are you guys going to follow the blood?
Follow the blood.
Oh.
Let's
Follow the blood.
Yeah, I think it's the only route, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not going to take much navigating, to be honest. You've still got your torch, which is lit. And you follow the blood, the direction that the shuck went in. Yes?
Sorry, is the torch still lit after we threw it?
Torch.
Wait,
Lamp. It was a
The
candle.
It was a
that thrown.
candle that I threw on the ground.
Yeah.
ghoul
That's an
thing.
excellent point.
Yeah.
I think I maybe misheard. Let's have a luck check from Angus, because someone's got to suffer.
It has to be me.
Negative,
Has to be Angus.
no negative doom clock repercussions from this one.
Oh, good, because I did get strange on my talent dice, but I did get 1 luck.
1 luck. Yeah, the lamp is still lit.
Oh, thank God.
Hooray.
The next lamp check will be CR2.
Well.
Yep, the lamp is still lit. You're able to follow the bloody brick road. And you follow it for a while. It sort of seems to wend and wind underneath the city. Not necessarily always going in a straight line, sometimes turning off. If you would, is there anything that you would like to keep an eye out for specifically while doing this, or are you happy to just keep following the blood trail?
I think I'd like to see if there's any like paw prints off, like in blood that trail off, so that we're not just focused on the blood trail.
Definitely. Roll me a smart check for that, please.
I'm going to add a luck die to this, and
It's a good idea.
I get 2 luck back from that roll that are banked to make it a success. So 1 success, but I also
1
got
success.
Yes, 1 strange as well, though.
1 success, 1 strange. Yeah, it's not too arduous. It is a CR1 check. You don't find any paw prints, bloody or otherwise. Certainly not ones that would belong to a dog, anyway. There are some that might have belonged to rats at some point.
More people.
You hope. Well, otherwise, it's just like little people, like little tiny borrowers. But that would be weird.
I'm pretty sure they exist.
That's not been set up in canon, so.
In Desmond Mind, it certainly is, sir.
Yeah, you follow the blood trail.
I was wondering. Sorry to cut you off. I was wondering if I could roll a smarts to see if I can figure out where we are in relation to the city again.
You can certainly try.
If that's allowed, yes.
Yes, you may.
May I use my navigation talent die?
So,
Is it okay to say no?
you can use 1 navigation talent die.
Yeah, I wasn't going to think. Yeah, just the one. Yeah.
What I'm going to say before this is that previously you were not able to navigate. You did not know where you were beneath the city. So this is going to be tricky.
Okay.
Just so you're aware.
Thank you. Oh, shit. Some dice
Satisfying.
went
Yeah,
elsewhere.
Dice.
Oh, my God.
Oh, good. What did you get?
Technically, now this might negate all of the bad. So 1 success on the talent die, and 3 strange. So that's
Unfortunately, Angus, you still have no idea where you are under the city.
Jesus Christ.
You have no clue. And with the turns that you've had to take and the mental anguish that you've been experiencing, there is just no... you haven't a fucking Scooby.
Yeah.
Of course, a phrase that wouldn't be invented for several years later. That's what you're thinking the entire time you're going around.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are you?
However, by following a blood trail, which is a very clear trail, you don't get lost per se. You just don't know where you are. However, all of you, your reasonable deduction leads you to believe that you are approaching another religious building as the walls start to become adorned with skulls and bones again.
Another crypt, I
I don't-
suppose.
Genuinely do not enjoy these places, you know?
Good, I'm glad. Neither do I.
Glad we're on accord with that.
Yes.
Forwards, I
Is there
guess.
any way of telling how old the blood is? Is it dry? Is it wet? What is going on? I think this
That'll
point.
be a smarts check, please.
Yeah, Lila steals herself enough to actually maybe touch it. Oh. Smarts. 1 success. And 2 luck, so I could make it 2 if I wanted, which I actually will do because I've already got a luck banked, so why not?
Correct.
2 successes.
Correct answer. You pop a squat and have a look at the blood. There is a real mix of blood ages here.
Oh no.
There is some fresh blood. there is some less than fresh blood.
Oh no.
I'll turn to the others.
There is some blood here that is like dry and flaking and like scuffed by shoes.
Everyone, there's a lot of different blood here. Some very old, some quite new.
If that's the case, then it means that this must be passage taken over countless days or weeks even.
Like
You
several people have...
suspect Lila even longer than that.
Yes. I suspect even longer than that.
Where are we?
I'm also wondering, is this blood trail going away from or going to?
Is there any way to, well, drag marks one or the other way are going to look both, aren't they?
That'll be a smarts check if someone wants to try and discern that.
Get on, Carter.
Yes, smarts. No, it's a wash. I've got 2 grit and a wit.
2 grit and a wit. You feel very strong and very live. But you haven't. You've got no idea.
Haven't a bloody clue.
That's my new indie band name. Too
Pull
Great
a
and
rock.
Oh yes.
Very good. Just sort of pull a rock out of the ground and bite it in half.
Man.
Yeah, it's difficult to tell. But the trail that you have been following would indicate that this is like a path. There haven't been conflicting or like other blood trails that you've noticed. It's not to say that they aren't there, but you haven't noticed it.
So they're all from potentially the same point of origin or exit.
Well, we're not sure.
I suppose the only way we can really find out is to actually go and find out. Shall we?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, let's.
I suppose you're right.
Let's not all sound totally happy about it.
You sally forth, continuing in the direction that you believe the blood to have come from or be going to. Difficult to say. As the frequency of the skulls and the bones increases, as does the frequency of religious iconography, you start to see sort of wonderfully ornate crosses made of stone, like hollowed stone that have got skulls and bones inside them. You do walk past what appears to be some sort of font, like a little bowl on a dais, which you may investigate if you wish.
I would like to investigate that because
Smart
that feels
check.
like something very unusual to be underground near the crypt.
Fairly sure it's Times New Roman.
Comic Sans for you.
Never!
My behaviour,
Roll a
I'll
fear
put
check.
you in... What's that? Oh, roll a
No,
fear
roll a
check.
fear check.
Yeah.
That's 1 success and 1 strange.
1 success and 1 strange. The font itself seems to be made of stone. It's difficult to tell that by look alone because the colour would indicate that it is made perhaps of a rusted iron or something. On closer inspection, it would seem that this font is or has been used as a vessel for blood.
Oh, I'll relay that to the group.
There is also
I think I know
a small.
why.
There's also a small bit of stone sticking out, like on the front of the dais that it's on, that has the strange symbol that Des and Carter found previously.
Oh. Carter, look at your symbol again. Des, the one you saw.
Right.
Why
Is there
would-
anything in the bowl?
It's currently empty,
Stained with blood.
but stained with blood.
I would
What do they
say...
need with blood? Whoever they are.
I don't know. Is there anything that I can pull out of my weird brain that might give me some clue as to what form of...
You can do a smarts check or a weird... Oh, smarts or a strange check. Sorry.
Success on the strange. And a luck.
How could you possibly know? I've not told you what the CR is.
No. Well, I got one success.
I've got one success.
But I have got a strange there, so I might actually double that success. So
Yeah. I recommend you do.
yeah.
The use of blood in not necessarily entirely holy and kosher rituals is extensive.
Mm-hmm.
Blood being a way for life force to be conveyed, way for life force to be taken away, perhaps used as payment for things that exist beyond the borders of our own realm. This font seems to be some sort of ritual thing, and seems to resemble as well the sort of font that may have once contained holy water, but it is firmly beneath whatever holy building is above. What I will also say is that the design of this font, there is something off about it, Carter, as though there is something contained within it, but difficult to say what. As for specific orders or doctrine that this could be familiar with, not anything that you are familiar with.
When you say contained within it,
Yeah, so it's on a dais, and there is like a seam, almost imperceptible, possibly because of the caked on blood, sort of running down the middle of it.
There seems to be some form of bastardization, an inversion of the beauty of God here. We are looking at something that is wrong.
What, like satanic
You're
or
telling me
what?
that now.
I am not going to suggest that Satan or any of his minions anything to do with this, but we are here but to learn, are we not?
Right.
Yeah, and like figure out who's killed all the rats and all my friend and
to learning.
Dicky,
Yeah,
so like, maybe
We
it's
also
not
got-
just learning, is it?
We also got trapped.
I mean, look, you're bringing up very good points. Anyway, look, allow me to now, please. Again, I realise that there are some things that have happened recently that are a little bit weird and spooky with regards to myself. But please do not concern yourself. If you'd like to take a step back, for just one moment, and he sits himself down on the floor in front of this font.
I am keeping a very beady eye on everything Carter is doing.
and he essentially he takes the lotus position, and his breathing starts to slow and slow. So it's almost imperceptible. And if you're very, very careful, you can see another form start to appear from Carter as he performs his ability of what's it called again? Astral form.
Astral projection.
Yes.
Form, yes. Excellent.
And with this, he will then move over towards the font and pass his hand through the font and feel to see if there's any form of latch or anything like that he can just ping and allow it to open.
Roll me a smarts check.
One success and a weird.
Nice.
One success and one weird, huh? Your astral form reaches out to the three of you. This is beyond strange. Carter, it feels like... You know when you put your hand in some water that is blood temperature?
I do.
And there's there's almost... there's no sensational change other than the slight change of pressure around the hand and the acknowledgement of wetness. That's how it feels as your astral hand sort of leaves your body and just glides through this stone plinth, as though it's not there at all. Your hand feels around. There is a mechanism inside. This mechanism, you feel, doesn't cause it to open up per se, as it does cause something else to come out of it. And your hand then sort of feeling around, doing like a like an eldritch plumber, with your arm up a U-bend, you feel a jagged, sharp dagger that seems to be attached to the end of this mechanism that you believe would be fired by pressing the symbol there's on the small stone on the front of the font.
As in a trap?
Possibly. I mean, you would, based on what you can feel, obviously you can't see it necessarily. Or I suppose you could if you put your head in it. Put your head in it. It looks, based on the mechanism, it's not going to shoot out of the bowl and attack whoever pressed the button. As though the dagger, like, comes in to the bowl.
Yeah, okay.
For use.
So, Carter goes back into his body.
The doom clock ticks up by 1.
That was
doomed.
It's quite refreshing. How is everybody?
What? Carter, what?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a little trick I learnt in Peru.
No, you don't understand. I can't. I don't know
Lila,
how
can you roll
did
a
this.
smarts check for me?
I can indeed. 0 success. 0 strange.
This is fucking wizardry.
Fuck this, Carter. You're the wizard. How have you done this?
He didn't point at me. You can't blame me.
God, so you leave your fucking body.
Oh,
There are no mirrors here.
It's astral
Trust me,
projection.
I have all the mirrors.
Astral projection. You can concentrate. You move oneself away from the physical form. It's done by yogis and as you say, wizards all over the place.
Desmond immediately takes the opium-laced cigarette out of his mouth, throws it on the ground, and stomps it out. That's enough of that for me for today. I'm sorry, but you... What?
Look, we have plenty of time to talk about these matters later. And I regale them with the mechanism. So the way that I suspect, I may be wrong on this, I'm no expert, well, maybe in Kingdom of the Blind and all that, never mind. There's a possibility that this might be some form of bloodletting device. The blood then pours into the bowl, into the font. Not sure to what end.
Why? Is this where the blood trail ends, or does it continue off up this path?
Some of the blood trail goes towards the font. Some of the blood trail continues on.
I think we might have to continue.
Very
Not sure
well.
the answer to that.
I have no desire to be stabbing anybody. Anyone else?
Oh, it's got the symbol that we've been following, but now we're following the dot. I mean...
Don't press it. Just in case.
So, am I right in thinking the blood goes into this font?
Yes.
And This is Zack asking, just above board, so I understand. Blood goes into this font, someone does some kind of bloodletting ritual. Is there any kind of, like, iconography around it?
Nope.
No.
Can I Desmond, can I have a look around this font to see, and I'm particularly looking at, like, the floor to see if it looks like there's any, like, scratch marks or anything where this font may, shift or anything?
Open up.
Open up. That's what I'm thinking.
Roll me a smarts check.
I'm going to add a luck die to this. My last luck die. Oh, that's a success.
One success?
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, because I've got one luck back, so I can't. Yeah. I got one. A success.
One success is all you need. You look around. There does not appear to be like a crack in the floor or a trapdoor or like the ceiling opens up or anything like that.
Nothing like that. Okay.
It also. Oh, sorry. I would also say it seems as though this was built to be here.
Right.
Does it have any kind of like drainage or anywhere that the blood would kind of flow to?
It doesn't currently appear to.
I don't like the way in which you phrased that.
Okay, look. Let's just try something out. We don't have to hurt anybody. We don't have to go through with anything. I suggest stand against this side, and I'll stand here, and then I press the symbol.
What are you doing, Carter?
Carter presses the symbol, and there is a clunk, followed by as a razor thin obsidian dagger raises out from within the bowl where this seam is. The bowl sort of moves out ever so slightly. It hardly moves. That's how thin this dagger is. You can see there are some still like congealed droplets of blood stuck on the shards of this obsidian blade.
Like recent?
No, not recent, but still there, which kind of makes it worse in my head, actually, thinking about it. In order for the bowl to fill, this would have to close. So you suspect that there may be some sort of drainage system beneath it, as the pillar it's on doesn't move at all, apart from the button being pressed. And if you were to press the button again, not saying that you have to, but if you were to, the dagger would kind of jump up slightly and then slowly retract in, and the bowl would close.
Shall we move on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wise.
You move on.
Yeah.
Quite fond of my blood.
And as you do so, the frequency of skulls and other bones increases. And you find yourselves eventually following the blood and looking at one side of a stone coffin.
Does the blood lead like into the coffin or somewhere around it or behind it?
Coming out.
Seems as though it would lead into it, yeah.
Is there another symbol like the one that Carter pushed?
Not on this side of it.
I'm going to try to move it.
Roll me a grit check.
Oh, one
Can I
success,
assist
one
in
strange.
any way?
One success, one strange. I'm afraid that is a fail.
Okay.
So the doom clock will tick up by one.
Carter,
Yes.
can you do that funny ghost thing and push the coffin from the other side like we did at the other church?
We could try. Did you?
Real go.
I don't see the symbol anywhere though. Do you?
To be fair, the symbol wasn't on the inside, on
Yeah.
the tunnel side of the other one either.
Very well. excuse me just one moment. And he remembers the symbol because he's seen it several times now.
I
And
believe
he-
you also have it written down.
Yes.
Yes. And he traces it in the air just in front of this, what he believes is going to be the opening. He traces it in the air and creates a hanging lock and a spectral key. And the key goes into the lock and twists.
Yeah. And there is a slight clunk. The stone coffin sinks down into the ground. You see that the lid of this coffin is filled with organs.
Oh, mother!
I mean,
Let's-
Whoa,
What kind of beast has done this?
I think we found where they went.
yes.
We probably just need to hold our breath, move past this
Yeah.
quickly.
Oh,
As we move past, can I just do any kind of like smarts check to see if like anything has been done to these organs to make them special or demarcated in any kind of way? Anything?
Sure. Yeah.
As to why these organs are the ones that have been
Roll me
taken.
a smarts check or a weird, or smarts or strange. Up to
You
you.
do smarts. I did not get any successes, but I am banking a luck.
If I can, I'd love to do a strange.
You may do a strange.
This is my jam.
Please do a strange.
2 successes and a luck.
Okay. I meant to say the doom clock does tick up by 1 for the spooky spectral key shit.
Spooky
Oh, nice. Of course.
spectral key shit.
spooky spectral key shit.
So that's that. You look at these organs, Carter, and
1 moment. Keeping myself honest. Unholy floor. That has to only be 1 success, not 2.
oh, it's only 1 success.
Yes.
Which unfortunately means that it is a fail. Which means that
Oh.
doom clock.
Hang on.
Oh,
I have a luck. Can I bank that for a success? Or would it be 2? No, it'd be 2 luck, wouldn't it? Sorry.
you spend a luck for an extra die. It's 2 luck.
Oh,
Two
okay.
die. 2 luck for a thing. So that is
No.
regrettably, as you tread on holy ground, it ticks up. These organs, there is something about them. You look at them and you're like, well, this is clearly fucked up.
Guys, clearly fucked up.
But you, hey, fun fact, in order to get into this building, you are going to have to cross over this stone coffin filled with viscera.
Oh, God.
Very well.
Charge through.
Yeah, we're just going to have to push through, aren't we?
Plug my
So I
nose.
think I'm not quite visualizing what exactly is going on. Are we coming up, like out of a coffin, like we went into a coffin before,
Yeah.
and the coffin, like the top of it is filled with.
So it like
organs and we have
sinks
to kind of go
down to make like almost like a staircase, I guess. This is
Okay.
this is like a central step in the staircase, but it's quite wide.
through. Okay, I think I've got this visualized in my head. Spatial reasoning and me, don't mix.
Me neither. It's why I don't use maps. Which is
Same.
bizarre. I don't do spatial reasoning, so I don't do maps, which is like a great way of having very clear spatial reasoning.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I'll push through the viscera, just plug in my nose, closing my mouth. Ugh.
I'm not going to make you roll for it because it's fucking horrific. You don't need the dice to tell you that this is deeply, deeply unpleasant.
Yeah.
And actually, you know what?
What are you gonna make me roll? Go on.
Do a heart check.
Yeah.
Everyone who goes through this is going to have to do a heart check.
I got 1 success and a luck.
One success, no luck.
So you get no successes on that. As Angus, you try your best to get through this, but unfortunately, whatever it is that you ate last leaves your body. And like, I'm not saying you're like Exorcist style.
Yeah. But I'm retching. Yeah.
You are retching. It is content warning if you are not into vomit for this next thing. As you are getting through this, you feel it rising up your esophagus and start to like come into your mouth as you try and hold it back, and then you can't. It's like a dam bursts, and it is unpleasant to say the least. Anyone else want to try and get through the viscera?
I'm trying to think if there's anything I can do, and I'm like,
I went
Do I
for
get
it.
through, or do I?
Oh yeah, you get through. You're just covered in viscera and vomit.
Great, good.
The only thing
I think.
Well, sorry.
Go on. Oh, I think all that I can do is maybe take off my hat and like hold it like some kind of mask, and try and make my way through.
Roll
best I
heart,
can.
please, Lila.
Oh, one success, one strange.
Yes, that's going to be one strange. As you...
Oh, actually, I got 2 luck. So maybe 2 successes, one strange.
Yeah, you can have 2 successes, one...
Let's do that, yeah.
That's 2 successes. Lila, you start to move through and like you feel as though you are going to follow suit, and it's not helped by the fact that Angus is unwell. Then there's like an override in your brain that's like, my friend is not... I need to make sure my friend is okay. And that, like... The book has just thrown itself off my desk.
Spooky.
As you sort of suppress that urge to be unwell, it is replaced by an urge to help your friend.
Angus, you alright?
Oh, fucking foul!
Who's next, please? Who's next, please?
I rolled a success. Actually, 2 successes because I got 2 luck.
2 successes. Excellent. Carter, you are able to push through again this thing of like, look, if little plucky Angus can do it, so can I.
Yeah.
And you push through. There's part of you that's like, I wish I'd astral projected through this. I wish I'd astral projected through this.
I'd still be coming back.
And then you know that your body would still be there.
Yeah.
But then like someone else could drag it so you wouldn't have to experience
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Someone else could drag.
Drag my body.
Last but not least, Desmond.
I would like to take the last remaining tin of mustache wax out of my pocket,
Oh.
dig some out and slather it on my sleeve so that the sandalwood petroleum smell is there. Just whap my nose into it as I push through, because I think the smell would be the worst thing.
Roll heart for me, and we'll tell you if the smell is the worst thing.
Oh.
I'm
Josh.
gonna take my luck die with that, and that's 2 successes.
2 successes. The smell is the worst part.
Yeah.
For the most part, there is a horrifying moment, Des, halfway across, that you become acutely aware that this is what organs feel like. You try so hard to ignore it, and you focus on the mustache wax smell, and it smells pretty great. One of the highest rated, low brand, low cost mustache waxes this side of the River Wensum. But you will never forget what spleen feels like.
God.
None of you will.
I hate that I had forgotten that I knew what like handling organs felt like, having dissected them, and now I remember. Thanks for that, Josh.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Nuts.
Let's have a smarts check from someone. Let's have a smarts check from Carter.
That's a wash, but 1 luck.
You have no fucking clue where you are.
I don't know where we are.
You are definitely in, like, a crypt of a religious building. You know that much.
Can we find any, like, plaques or iconography on the wall that might, at the very least, tell us what kind of religious institution it is?
Look for a saint. They're usually a good tell.
Yeah, like a saint.
Let's have a smarts check, please.
Absolutely. 0 success. 0 strange.
You actually wouldn't know what saint you were looking for. Not a clue.
It's not a
I
religious
mean, there
person.
are, 52 churches. No, sorry, there are 50 churches in Norwich, and this is one of them, but you do not know the saints by looking at them, and whatever writing was underneath this has just sort of worn away with time.
Shall we?
Is there any more blood on the floor, or is it ended at the pile of organs?
Such a great question, you guys. The floor is literally covered with blood.
Be careful.
My dress shoes.
There is a dripping. There is a dripping sound.
Ooh, where's that coming from?
Just around a corner.
Follow the dripping.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
can I? As we're following the dripping, can I see if there's paw prints in the blood?
Yeah, roll me a smarts check.
Well, that's one success.
There
No
are no
strength.
paw prints. There are footprints
Heading that direction.
heading in
Yeah.
that direction.
Werewolf?
Are they footprints or are they shoe prints?
They are
Great
footprints.
Great question.
Interesting.
Intriguing.
You follow the sounds of dripping, which leads you to a set of narrow stairs with the blood gently trickling down those steps.
This is fresh. It's not dried.
Are we at ground level right now?
No.
Fuck.
Oh, we're gonna go upstairs into this religious
Back,
building, aren't we?
yes, back into the crypt of the other
there-
church, aren't we?
There are stairs going down. You are stood at the top of these stairs going down. The blood is trickling down the stairs in front of you.
It goes deeper.
Yes.
Oh,
Fuck.
I think we have to go. Somebody could be in danger down there.
Yeah. All right.
I will load
Just
some shots
cover your
and a
mouth.
silver bullet into the pistol.
Yeah. Good shout. Good shout.
Making
Anybody,
sure that it's ready just in case.
anybody got any handkerchiefs, anything like that tied around your head?
I'm gonna start putting them up my sleeve.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
of course.
I start emphatically
So
clapping.
good.
You're so good.
Oh, Chloe. Beautiful. Good
Well done.
inspiration. Oh. Fantastic.
So now we all
You have
look
to like untie them.
Player of the game. Sorry, why are you all getting handkerchiefs? Are you...
to tie around
Cover.
the face. I know we all
I
look
see.
like very dapper bandits because I'm sure they're not just black. They're
So
all
I
multicolored.
had
Very
to check
bright
that you
primary
weren't
colours.
blindfolding
Yes.
yourselves because
I-
otherwise I had to sort of intervene.
That's fair.
You are making your way down steps, step, being careful not to slip on this relatively fresh blood. Each step taking you further and further below the surface. You don't know how deep down you are. It is cold. It is damp. And can I have a luck check, please, Des?
Yeah?
CR2.
No. That's really bad. No successes.
Oh.
3 strange.
Oh my god, how many is that? Oh, we are 3 away from this
2
quarter hour.
One more bad roll. That's all that is.
Oh yeah. Brilliant.
As you are going down these steps, Des, the lantern sputters out.
You stole the wax.
You have used all the wax.
On your arm. Set your arm on fire.
Set your arm on fire.
I am this close to potentially setting my own arm alight. Mind you, it's a jacket. I could just take the jacket off, right?
You could. What do we have?
You are briefly plunged into darkness in these narrow stairs. Slippery underfoot. There's
say-
no handrail.
Stop. Okay. And pulls out a match. And strikes it.
Roll me a luck check.
I knew this would happen. No successes, no strange. Yeah, that's it. Hearts, smarts, and wit.
Here's the unfortunate thing about being underground. Occasionally, there are pockets of natural gas.
Why did I know you were gonna say that? What the fuck? I was gonna joke and say the methane. I thought it was a gag, Josh. I thought it was a gag.
However, the lantern would have set that off.
It would.
Fuck you. In the nicest way.
Des, you're going to take 2 fire damage as Carter lights his match, slips ever so slightly on the step,
Jacket sets on fire, doesn't it?
and your flammable jacket catches fire.
Good lord!
Excellent. I immediately take the jacket off.
Yeah.
Roll me a wit check.
This is fucked up.
Oh, 1 success, 1 strange.
That's 1 strange. As
This is getting...
Des, you are on narrow steps. You are on slippery, narrow steps, trying to take off a flaming jacket without getting your colleagues alight. You drop the lantern, which shatters. You try and take off your jacket, and you fall.
Excellent.
Can you please roll me a grit check?
Yep. 2 successes, no strange, and 1 luck to bank.
Oh.
You are able to stop yourself from falling dangerously. You being the user of intoxicants,
I'm
quite
used to falling downstairs, right?
to falling in a safe way.
I'm used to this.
You
It's a
do fall
Friday
quite
night.
away. Your arms go up, you protect your head. Your jacket left behind or in front of you, it doesn't matter particularly. Wherever it is burning. And you find yourself at the base of these stairs, Des. Unfortunately, in the confusion and the kerfuffle of falling down the stairs, no one heard the low, subtle chanting coming from within the room that Des has fallen into. But every single person in that room heard Des drop the lantern and fall to the bottom of the stairs. We're going to leave Des where he is because the 3 of you have no clue about any of this. All you know is that Carter set Des on fire and then Des fell down the stairs.
Well, I will naturally run after Dez
Yeah.
and
Roll
make
me a
sure
wit
he's
check.
okay. Fuck!
Don't slip.
Specifically said run.
Don't slip.
I'll try and stamp out the jacket if it's still...
No, we need
where
it
we
for
are.
lights.
How many successes do I need?
You need 2 successes.
Well, I'm fucked. I got nothing, and no strange though.
You start off after Des, you slip on the blood. Roll me a grit check.
Okay. Oh no, I only have 2. This is bad. No. How bad is this? How dire is this roll?
You're falling down stone steps over broken glass next to a flaming jacket.
Tuesday.
Okay.
That's pretty dire.
I'm gonna use my once per doom cycle tier 1 ability to re-roll any skill check and add an additional skill die.
Yeah?
Nice.
Does that feel reasonable to
Do it.
everyone?
Yes.
Do it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're about to go into the next.
I got 2 luck, which counts as 1 success.
Mm-hmm.
I have a banked luck, so I'm going to use that for an additional roll another die.
Go on then.
It was a grit! It was a grit!
You slip, and I mean, you have also fallen down many a stone set of stairs in your time. And to be honest, your time around Des has taught you a lot about the art of falling. You go limp, your arms go up to protect your head, you roll down, and you sort of land on the floor next to Des. Lila, you've just seen 2 of your friends fall down these stone steps covered in blood. There's a flaming jacket. You said you were going to try and put the jacket out, didn't you?
Yes.
Can I have a... This is also going to be a wit check, but this is to put out the jacket, not to run down the slippery stairs.
That's 1 success.
1 success was all you needed as you stamp out the jacket.
Now we can't see.
Okay.
Yes. Now you are
Did you want
blind.
to be on fire instead?
You could have
Let's go.
You could have left it.
Now you have to walk down the slippery stairs
Yeah, we
in
do.
the dark.
Yeah, we do. Hey, I never claimed to be smart. I'd like to carefully walk down the stairs, probably holding on to Carter to get us both down carefully.
Sure. So this all depends on
That's gonna make it
Carter's
worse,
roll
isn't
then. Carter, roll a wit check for me, please.
Yay. No, that's a wash. I got heart, grit, and smarts.
Okay. Lila, roll a wit check for me.
I'm going to use my luck on this one. Oh, no, I added a luck by accident. There we go. Oh, 1 success, 1 strange.
Oh no.
As Carter and Lila, you hold on to Carter for support, for help. But when Carter slips on a bit of glass from the broken lantern, you are not able to support yourself. You fling your hand out instinctively to try and grab for something. Lila, roll me a luck check.
Oh, God. Is it a skull? That's 3 luck, 3 successes.
Wow.
You don't grab hold of anything because all there is there is a still very hot, oily jacket and glass.
Thank goodness.
Can you both please roll me a grit check?
Oh, not good at these.
1
1
success.
success.
You both take 2 bludgeoning damage as you fall down the steps and crash into the back of Des and Angus, who have had time to right themselves and look up at the 7 figures dressed in black hoods stood at the 7 points of a 7-pointed star. If you were to look up, you would see a rendering of a cathedral, but in inverse. Where a cathedral goes up, this comes down, with the central point of the main spire reaching down into a huge font.
Oh no.
These 7 beings are stood around it, and they all turn to look at you. Can I have a smart check, please, from either Des or Angus?
Can I do it? Because I'm quite good at smart.
Yeah, you do it. I was going to say, Des is probably going to be like holding the...
Yeah, you've got the gun.
Oh, yeah.
That is no successes, but no strange.
I would... Des would probably hold...
But I banked a luck, so that's good.
They don't say anything to you or move.
Stay where you are. Well, shh.
And like the words just kind of get stuck and lodged in the back of Des's throat, knowing that he has one bullet currently for 7 people. Don't move or I'll shoot myself and then everyone in this room.
Stand in a line.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Now, maybe this is what I was rolling for before. What are they stood around?
Great
Like, what are
question.
they doing?
If only your eyeballs worked. You would have to get closer to see.
Yeah.
Can we? So we can see that they're on the 7-pointed star, right?
Yeah.
I think that's enough for Lila because Lila's a patterns person. And I had a gut instinct when you said that. So I'm gonna do it. And I would like to just run at one of the nearest cultists and attempt to rugby tackle them away from whatever point they are standing on.
Fuck yeah, Lila. Roll
And
grip
fuck
for
up
me.
this pattern.
Nice.
Roll grip for me.
I'm sorry, I do have to do this. This is a Realms reference. No one will get it. Chloe, rugby tackle him. There you go. No one else will get it. No one else will get it. But my fans would kill me if I
That's
didn't.
one for the fans.
That really is one for the fans.
Do you know what the best part about this is? Do you know what my lowest stat is? Grip.
Nice.
I
Yeah,
don't have
but-
luck, so let's
but
go.
You're plucky.
I'm plucky and I got 0 success, but I can bank a luck. 0 strange though.
You charge towards this cultist. And you are...
I've never played rugby in my life.
You plow into them, into the side of them, but they just don't move.
Do
It
they
is
give any
essentially the same as charging into a statue.
give any
Jesus.
indication of noticing me?
Have they moved at all?
No.
Okay.
I am going to, as I see this, walk straight up to the nearest one and try and take away the robes.
Yeah, you grab the ropes, and they slide off.
Are they just statues?
Underneath the robes is a stone figure that seems to... It seems humanoid in intent, not necessarily in nature. This thing... You know, in biology labs, they have, like, anatomically correct bodies. This stone statue has parts missing from a traditional human body, and there are cavities within it that are currently holding organs.
Real organs.
Real
Yes.
flesh organs.
So
I've got an instant instinct, both as me and I think also as Angus, to just take them out. If they're in there, I take them
mine.
out.
Absolutely. You do so. There is no check required for this because it is very easy. It's like taking something off a shelf. You just rip these organs out of this statue that you're next to.
Yeah. Okay.
I just had a really nasty thought.
What's stamping
friend-
on them?
Your friend John had his ribcage ripped open as if his organs had been pulled out of him, and you just pulled the organs out of a statue in a very similar way.
I didn't even do that.
Okay.
Thanks, Chloe.
Oh no.
Jeez.
I would like to proceed to just go around and disrobe all the other statues.
It's very sexy.
Fucking hell.
One of them has a penis. Sorry.
They've all got the no.
No. Please follow me down that rabbit hole. I didn't want to go down.
I was gonna yes and with it. I was like, actually, no. It stops with me. I'm gonna be the change I want to see. Yeah, the orientation or the organ gaps are different on each one, and the limb arrangement is different on each one. Some of them have faces carved in exquisite petrifications of agony. All of them do have something in common, and that is that they're all looking at this central font with something inside of it.
What's in it?
Now, in your fury to remove these robes and organs, Angus, you did not see. But if anyone else wants to be curious...
Yes.
Yeah.
Totes.
I'm also keeping an ear out because I'm keeping an ear out for like growling, or I'm trying to listen out, or at least try and look for the Shuck.
Great. You don't need to roll a smarts check for this, because to look at it is to understand what it is. You approach the font, and it is a deep font. What you thought was perhaps an object sitting in a regular one is in fact something that is, I would say, roughly 8 feet from top to bottom. Crafted of different pieces of person. Arms, legs, skin, head, eyes, ears, each a slightly different pallor of the human experience. You see what could be generously described as a human, but what would perhaps be more appropriate to describe as a chimera of human flesh. And as you behold it, a single drip falls from the central spire of this inverted cathedral, dripping into this font, and its horrible, jaundiced eyes flash open and look directly into Carter's eyes. Carter, roll me a weird check. A strange check. Fuck. Carter, roll me a strange check.
You're its mother now.
Mama!
It imprinted on you.
Yes. Wow. That is one success, which means that is no success. If we are still on hallowed ground...
Surely
fun
this
fact,
is not
you
hallowed
are no longer on
I
hallowed
was gonna
ground.
say!
Thank you.
This does not feel very
Surely
hallow.
this is the opposite.
Hey, look, you have to make sure, right?
It's always important to ask, and I appreciate you asking.
Then that's one success. And I'm sure that's enough.
He says with utmost confidence.
Oh, yeah. Totes.
Yeah. That is enough.
Oh, goodness.
Which means that I won't tell you, because it doesn't happen. What does happen is these eyes flash open and this creature stirs from within this tub. And as it stands, you realize the fluid in there is slightly more viscous than water. Do I mean more viscous? Yes.
You do.
High viscosity.
Yeah.
Something akin to perhaps mucus or slime. And then, Carter, your mind settles on the description for it.
No.
and your mind goes, amniotic fluid.
No. You're its mother now.
From staircase, you hear a pair of feet. Not feet, shoes, footsteps coming down. You see, dressed in priest's robes, someone who you believed to be dead.
Fuck!
As the rector, standing at his full height, says,
I'm definitely suing
No way.
now.
says, so it would appear you have found my Adam.
You're fucking dead, mate.
Can I...
You fucking died.
Has he seen me at this point? Given that there's barely any
Roll-
light in here, can I try
roll a
and
wit check.
sneak so that as he comes down, I can sneak up on him?
Yeah, roll a wit check.
Is there a way I can provide like assistance in this way
absolutely.
with my
Add a-
fucking?
Add a die to that as well, Des.
Okay, cool. And I shall do that and add a die. Okay, so I have a bank's luck. I've rolled a luck, so that's 2 successes. I'm going to take the 2 luck, make a success, and I got a wit as well. But I also got a strange.
You believe yourself to be hidden.
Oh, that's rough.
Sorry. No.
But the doom clock doesn't go up.
The doom clock does not go up.
Okay.
However, Carter, I need you to roll a grit check for me.
Ooh. 1 success.
Do bear with, because I didn't input the data properly into the thing that I'm doing. As you are swept up in a giant clammy arm that holds you from under the chin and lifts you off your feet. As this Frankensteinian corpse starts to squeeze the life out of Carter.
Oh no.
Oh, no, indeed.
Oh.
Hey, Josh.
Hey,
Would it be reasonable to say that somewhere upon my person I have squirreled away a live dove?
Oh, come on. You cannot say no to that.
What a hero.
You 1,000% cannot say no
What
to that.
an absolute hero.
Yes,
Just
and
take
yes,
the
and
top
yes,
line
and
all
The
that
best
out.
ask I've ever fucking heard.
roll a luck check for me.
I'm
to
going to
see
use my
if
luck.
to see if the dove survived the fall.
Well, yes, there's that. Failing this, I definitely have a dead rat, so... I've done the wrong thing again. There we go. I'm using my luck. That's all 1 luck and 1 strange. 1 success.
You believe your dove to currently be alive.
Okay, that's all right. That's fine. It's fine.
That is
would
the
like...
funniest question
That's
I
amazing.
have ever been asked.
I love that.
This is why I
Amazing.
played the magician. For the moments like this. I would like to use my magicianly powers. That came out of my mouth. To, just launch the dove at this creature and attempt to distract it enough so that in front of its eyes, so that it will drop Carter.
Roll heart for me.
Come on. 2 successes. Please let that be okay, because I rolled 5 strange. I rolled 5 strange and 2 heart.
I'm going to have it roll a smarts check.
How on
It
earth?
can't be smart.
So I've got 6 dice, because I've got 5 dice and my talent die. I rolled 2 strange on the talent die, and then 2 heart, 3 strange.
This dove flies forth out of Lila's sleeve, flying. This is the first bird this creature has ever seen. And it turns and looks at it And let's see. Yeah. It like just drops Carter and tries to like grab the dove.
Yes. Yes.
Can't believe that worked.
That's so good. It's so good.
Saved by Posh Pigeon.
So good.
As this happens, Angus, what would you like to do?
I truly don't know. I think I'm carrying on distracting the rector so that that Des can get a good shot off.
Great.
Because I think we need to deal with the rector first. Because I think the atom, as evidenced, is distractible. So I would like to do whatever I can to just like, you're fucking dead, mate. What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. You know, like that kind of shit.
Great.
And boom.
Absolutely. So what I'm going to ask is for you to roll another heart check, please.
Of course it is. Of course it's a fucking heart.
It's got to be a heart check.
I'm
You're social.
immediately taking the banked luck out for a third
Sure.
dice because 2 dice is not enough. I got 1 success and a banked luck.
Let me see. Yeah, okay. Doesn't seem to be like turning around and immediately pointing at Desmond, but seems to know that you are trying to bluster instead of taking action, if you know what I mean. Like,
Right.
sort of holds a finger up to his lips
Yeah.
and says, I have created something beautiful and perfect, and I will not have 3 rabble rousers ruin my perfect plans. And
During this time, can I be like slowly kicking my boots off?
there's glass on the floor.
Oh, is there? Oh, sorry. I thought it was just on the stairs, not.
Nah, it's falling down the
Everywhere.
stairs.
Oh, was it? Okay, yeah, fine.
That's
I
what
won't
glass
do.
do. I know.
Yeah. That's fine.
Downstairs,
That's fine. That's
including
fine.
us.
I won't be giving you any disadvantages for taking your boots off, unless you really want to do Die Hard.
I'm just trying to not make noise as I creep up to him, basically. And I'm in my head. I'm thinking if I take my boots off, it's not going to be the clonk clonk across the.
Angus, a bolt of energy flies out of his hand,
Oh shit.
and you can roll for your armor if you'd like.
So what do? I take 1
You roll
dice.
one die. If it's a luck or a strange, it will be reduced by 1 harm.
It is a luck.
It is a luck. Great. So you instead take 5 soul damage.
You're into limping.
As this, yes, you are into limping. As this bolt connects with you straight in the chest,
Oh
and
shit.
like you're able to. The boots don't help you step out of the way.
No.
There is a presence in there that bolsters your own soul against being taken.
What does so I've gone up to limping in my lifeline with
Yes.
that amount of damage. Does that have any mechanical implication?
What an excellent question. I expect it does. Limping is for survival mode. Which I can't find now. It's page 15. Please do hold, caller.
Oh, good.
So limping is the second stage of injury. And fuck it, why not play in Death's Door in nightmare mode instead of survivor mode, because it's a one shot.
Fantastic.
The 4 stages of injury are weakened, which means that you choose one core skill to temporarily reduce your character score core skill points by 1. So do choose one.
I should have been doing that for a
core
while.
skill point. Ooh, that's all right. We'll say it's grit for Lila. And then
So low.
And then limping, your speed is reduced to slow.
So my speed is at slow, and I need to reduce one of my core skills.
Yes, please.
Okay, fine. I have reduced my grit because I was already awful at that, so I'm only at 1 dice. Okay. Have I provided an opening for Desmond to take the shot?
Yes.
Take the shot.
Desmond, you have major advantage on your shot against this Rector.
Okay.
Rector damn near killed her. No.
Jesus Christ.
Nice. So how does this work? How do I take
So,
this shot? So I want to
major
kind of
advantage.
creep up and like, boom, like back of the head job. Try and take this dude out.
It'll be wit.
You have an extra talent die to roll in your die pool. So talent die is the D8.
This boy.
Yep. So roll a wit check, add an extra talent die to that.
Okay. So that is 1 success, 1 strange. Oh no, 2 successes because one's on the talent die. So
Yep.
2 successes and 1 strange
successes.
and 2 hearts.
Excellent.
No, 1 heart. Sorry, 1 heart, 1 strange, 1 wit, 2 wit. There you go.
But two wit.
Yeah.
Importantly.
One's on the talent die. Yeah.
2 wit. Fan bloody tastic. You squeeze the trigger, the bullet flies and strikes the Rector in the chest. Now, that is silver damage. We'll do 3 silver damage to him as this bullet fires off, crashes through chest, and staggers, turns around, does look in your direction, Des. And is going to use one of its abilities.
This is very tense.
But the ability does not pay off. Turns around, looks at you, Desmond, and then, like, puts his hand up to the wound that you caused in his chest. You watch as he digs his fingers into it and, like, causes more blood to pour out and tears out some of the blood vessels.
Oh no.
Who's
Oh
next?
no.
Ooh.
No.
Bad.
Okay. Does anyone else have anything to do?
Apart from
The
reload
only thing I
my
can think to
pistol.
do is make it attack me.
Well, what I would like to do is see if there are any shards of glass on the floor large enough to be brandished as a knife.
Absolutely there are. I'll let you have a glass shard.
I would like to grab that glass shard, run up to the Rector, and attempt to stab that into the wound further.
Grit or wit, it's your choice.
I will do wit. Thank you. Okay, I have a luck banked. I'm spending it immediately. I'm rolling 4 dice right now.
So, could I push the Rector, like shove him from behind, like sort of
you're
into
not
his
quite
thing? Am I
close
not?
enough.
Not quite. Okay, that's fine.
I got 1 wit, 1 heart, 1 luck that I'm banking, and 1 strange.
Angus, as you charge towards the Rector, this shard of glass in your hand, the building above you begins to shake. And you are stopped in your tracks. You all look up. And the building shakes and shakes and shakes. Black fog seems to spill out of the implied windows. The creature, now chasing a dove, stops and looks up. And as the fog reaches it, it blinks in and out of existence for a second. And then the skin fuses together.
Oh no.
All of these body parts that were disparate and strange seem to match up. It looks at the four of you, looks up, jumps, grabbing onto the side of this main spire, pulling itself up this inverted cathedral, tears open the floor of whatever is above, and pulls itself into whatever building is above it. As the rector smirks, draws an obsidian dagger, and slices himself from ear to ear. Thank you so much for joining us for this two-part Shiver campaign. Sometimes games have satisfying narrative endings. Sometimes the evil is still out there.
Oh no.
Wow.
I have been Josh.
Uh-huh.
This has been Shiver by Parable Games. It is a bloody fantastic system, and I recommend you pick it up. I'm going to ask each of my wonderful, wonderful co-stars to say where you can find them. And we're going to start with Zack. Zack, where can we find you?
Chasing down the monster. No, hi, I'm Zack. I'm from Realms of Peril and Glory. We're a podcast. You can listen to our stuff with glorious sound design, gorgeous original music, and some amazing stories. If you've watched Actual Play UK, you have almost certainly seen many of our different cast members, from Laura Gerling, Maddie Searle, Naomi Clark, and more. We are always bringing new game systems, from indie systems all the way up to like the most well-known systems out there. We want to devour everything we get our hands on. If you're watching this as this is coming out, our latest series, Carnival de Vale, with Jasper William Cartwright of Dimension 20, 3 Black Halflings, and the Rotating Heroes podcast, has just completed. It's a 3-episode arc. It's a lot of fun. It's a really great jumping in point for our Vale setting, and I would highly recommend it. I'm running the game along with a lot of other amazing, talented people. So do go check that out. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. John, where can people find you?
People can find me here. So I am John. I'm part of the Trolls of the Two Tonne Bridges podcast. You can find us on TOTTB podcast on loads of social medias, wherever you care to social your media. And obviously here on Actual Play UK, I'm kind of the main person that puts on the streams. Not always on them, but I'm always in the background. Yes, other than that, I'm probably on social media or something. You can throw me pictures or memes or whatever. It's all good.
Lovely. Dan, what about you?
Hi, I'm Dan. I'm the Dungeon Master for Tales on Tap. You can find us on Twitch every Tuesday at 6 p.m. UK time, and when this launches, and if you're watching us on YouTube tonight on All Hallows Eve and All Hallows Night, then check us out in 2 weeks, because campaign 2, the mainstay campaign, launches on the 14th of November. Erelon, A Destined Journey. Make sure you come and check that out. We've got an amazing cast. And tonight I have been completely and utterly terrified. Thanks, Josh.
Well done, Josh. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Chloe.
Hello, I'm Chloe, or Chloe with the Flow. You can find me on social media pretty much everywhere under a various underscored version of that name. I stream on Twitch. I am an actor, singer, composer, too many things. You can find me on the podcast Deck of Many Aces, which is an actual play D&D 5e podcast made with actual asexuals and aromantics. And in fact, because this is coming out on Halloween, it will have just been Ace Week. We will have just had our special Ace Week episode, which I will be emceeing. I haven't recorded it yet. Yeah, back in time, timey-wimey.
Spooky.
Where we go through all the characters, we go through what in the story so far. It's a real great jumping in point. I both don't have the brain cell, but I do have the common sense in the party. I'm the only member of the party that can swim. That's a fun fact. So
In real life
I play
or
a
the
bard.
game?
No, in the game.
Oh,
I'm a cat.
okay.
I'm a tabaxi.
At the
Anyway,
water.
yeah, plenty of stuff going on there. You can also find me on the podcast A Rendezvous with Destiny, which is a Bite Marks actual play podcast where we all play werewolves, which is super fun. That's nice and spooky as well. It's a great time. And you should be able to watch by this point Bowie's and Spelljammer, which is coming out at some point in October. Well, I don't know when. We'll find out. Which was really fun to record. It is a Spelljammer game where we're all playing different versions of David Bowie. I play and dress as the Goblin King, which was super fun. We played with Taylor from Backwater Bastards, and Jeremy Cobb was my fellow players, and Kim Richards came in and guested as well of High Rollers. It was super, super fun. I would really love everybody to go and see it. Yeah. And I had another thing to say, and I thought, oh, that was the other thing I was going to say. It's Halloween, which means tomorrow is my birthday, so you should spend it listening to my podcast. Just
Happy
saying.
birthday.
Happy birthday for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
In the aftermath of an event that the people of the city will not know how to speak of, there are reports of a creature tearing through, well, morgues, mausoleums, crypts. But no one ever sees it. They only ever see what was there after it has been. The Shuck Spotters will investigate the churches, the bodies that have disappeared, and after months of investigation will find one thing in common with every single desecrated church within the Diocese of Norwich. The first body buried in the churchyard is a dog. Man's best friend, sent to guide the spirits that are troubled across into the afterlife. They're at their beck and call to make sure they get there safe. Occasionally, one might take a bite out of you, but I assure you, their bark is far worse than their bite. I've been Josh. This has been Shiver. You can find me at Dice and a Slice, the only D&D 5e podcast powered by baked goods. Have a wonderful Halloween. Take care, and good night.
Good night.
Good night. Happy Halloween.
Don't have nightmares.
No, definitely
Try
not
your best.
possible.